go to two undefeated teams right now in the NFL. The Rams just knocked off Tom Brady and the Bucs at home, and now LA will be laying 5.5 at home against Arizona, 3-0 as well. Geoff, you chasing or fading the Rams being 5.5-point favorites at home?
So, I mean, if you watched the show yesterday, you know, I'm a big believer in what the Rams are doing. It's legit. You know, this Matthew Stafford thing, just setting career highs everywhere. But this line is too big. Let's give Arizona a little bit of credit as well. This, and it's not just the Kyler thing. We all know Kyler is playing well, and you know, he could definitely just keep this close by himself if he has a monster day. But you know, this defense is playing good too. They're up there in sacks per game. Their secondary is playing pretty well too. They're really limiting opponents, you know, just yards per attempt as well. So this is going to be a tougher game for Matthew Stafford. And you know, if they can put a plug in Cooper Kupp, where else is he going to go? I mean, Robert Woods hasn't shown up yet. So I really like the Cardinals here. I'd love to see this line get up closer to 7, but even at 5.5, I'm not taking the Rams to cover here. Arizona is legit. Again, you know, I think most people are just kind of diving into the Rams head first after they beat Brady. But if you can get this at 6, I really like it for Arizona.
Yeah, Kenny, despite being 3-0 and 2-1 against the spread, the Cardinals have had some nail biters throughout the portions of the season.
Yeah, we thought they were going to lose to your Jaguars last week.
Yep.
It was would have been pretty stunning. But here's what I will say about the Los Angeles Rams. We have talked about this defense for years, right, under Sean McVay. We've talked about how good, and Wade Phillips, we've talked about how great it looked. And this is not a defense that looks very good right now. I'll take you back to week 1 when Andy Dalton had success against that Rams defense. I know that was a 20-point win for the Rams, but I'm telling you, as someone who laid all those points with the Rams, it never felt comfortable. Dalton had a lot of success through the air. And then you look at the last 2 weeks, the Colts put 24 on them with Carson Wentz. And the Buccaneers, Tom Brady went over 430 yards against this secondary last week. I am not really trusting this secondary of the Rams. I think this offense looks great. I was on Matt Stafford MVP before the year. I feel great about that. I feel great about the Rams winning the Super Bowl. But these are not going to be like classic Rams games when you get, you know, Jared Goff just getting a couple touchdowns and that's how they win it because of their great defense. Like these are going to be shootouts. So I think that this is a line that's a little, if it were like 1.5 points, 2 points, I'd be really excited about it. But I have to take the Cardinals here. Geoff mentioned it. J.J. Watt's made a big impact on this team. And they also are 6th in weighted defensive DVOA as a whole unit. So I think that this is potentially a pretty close game. I think Arizona could actually pull the upset here. I think that this Rams secondary is something we are not talking enough about.